Hanaki, did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki from production Kawaii's Hanamizuki. Good morning. Hanaki. I hope you guys are having a better morning than I am. Ugh. Not to be too gross, depending on what time it is for you, wherever you happen to be in the world at this time. I felt a little bad, so I was like, what if I try going back to bed for a little bit and just like laying down? So I laid down, and then I ended up dozing off, and I had a dream. I had a dream where I flew up, and it was very, very vivid, and I've been extra nauseous ever since. I'm also very, very tired. I was almost falling asleep at my desk while I was setting up for stream. I'm functioning. Barely. It don't feel good. I don't know what's going on. Like, the nauseousness was just, like, really minor, but because I had that dream, it just really amplified it, and icky. It's not good. So, don't be surprised if this ends up being kind of short, because I want to try and prioritize getting some rest. I should still be okay for tonight, because it seems that this tends to go away around, like, my dinner time, and my stream later should be after dinner. You do sound like you're struggling a bit. Yeah, I do think I am struggling a bit. Like, I won't deny it. It was rough. Have you read the dream book? Oh, to see what that dream might mean? I haven't. Let me see it. I wonder if it says anything. Dreams about flowing up. Oh. I see. Closes my eyes. I don't know if I want to unpack all of that right now. Could it be related to the weather? I know here the weather has been quite weird. It could be. I also think it could be because of the fact, like, daylight savings is coming up. I know that sounds weird, but, like, I feel like you're more likely to start getting sick and, like, feeling gross when the time is changing. This has happened to me before, so that's why I kind of feel like it might be related to the time change. Could always make up a new meaning. Well, there's one resource that makes it seem a little bit more positive. Like the idea of purging oneself of toxic emotions that builds up in the subconscious mind. And then there's like other more negative interpretations. Those are the ones I don't want to unpack right now. I'm just like, that does seem very relevant to what I'm dealing with, but I don't know if I want to unpack that while I'm still feeling kind of sick. Daylight savings time is near. I hate this period so much. Yup. Daylight savings is literally tonight into tomorrow. So we are going to be losing an hour of sleep because we're springing forward. So that's fun. I mean, on the one hand, I am looking forward to it being lighter throughout the course of the day. And, like, not getting so dark at, like, 5 p.m. Onigashima time. But I am also not looking forward to the fact that it's, like, losing an hour of sleep. Also, we have to change how we put our times in on the big production kawaii calendar, which is a little bit annoying. It's only a little bit annoying. I got so used to writing down a particular time that now I have to, like, write a time that's, like, an hour behind that, and it's a bit rough. Why is DST even a thing nowadays? Honestly, I thought I heard, like, a while ago that they were planning to get rid of it in some places. Because, correctly so, it's not really relevant anymore, because it was mostly used for, like, scheduling, trains that would go, like, across the country for stuff. But I think that it's supposed to be, eliminated at some point. I don't remember when. But I thought it was supposed to be relatively soon. We got rid of it here like 2 years ago. Oh. Yeah, I thought more places were going to be getting rid of it in the coming years after, but people are still like, nope, we gotta use it, even though it makes no sense. My area doesn't have it, and I don't see the point. Well, again, it was supposed to be for, like, coordinating train schedules. But, like, because trains kind of started falling out of fashion in several countries, it's now kind of, there's, like, really no point. There are plans to throw it in my country for forever, but this stuff still happens. Onigashima's like that too, alas. But it's fine. We ball. It could be worse. Okay. So the main thing I want to try and accomplish, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do, since I still feel kind of out of it, but I'm gonna try, is I want to research... I want to try and find excerpts from, like, preschool books of teaching preschool kids about animals. Or I guess, like, young toddlers and stuff about animals. So I can get an idea of how to present my class when I do it later this month. That's the plan, anyway. I'm gonna do my best. I'd like to get at least a basic idea of some stuff down. I mean, I kind of know, to an extent, what I want to do, which is just like, what does the dog say? This is a cat. What do cats say? But, I still want to make sure I get my animal facts right. Animal facts for babies. What does the fox say? Incredibly old, dated meme references. That's what the fox says. Animal facts for kids. Will you get the children's toy with buttons for each animal that makes the sounds? Well, the thing about that toy is that it's random. So I don't know if that would particularly be useful for teaching kids. I mean, like, in theory, yes, it would still teach kids, but... National Geographic Kids. This is where you'll discover fun, parentheses, and furry, close parentheses, animal facts about our planet's incredible wildlife. Why do they have to emphasize the furry part? They know exactly what they're doing. That is kind of weird. Furry. Yeah, no, I was just like, fun, parentheses, and furry. Incredible. Well, Hanaki, good morning. Sorry if I sound a little bit out of it. I am kind of sick again. No scalies? Yeah, no scalies. From majestic mammals and soaring birds to super sea creatures and curious, creepy crawlies. It's an animal lover's dream. Discover rare and unusual species, brilliant bears, fierce felines, awesome reptiles, and incredible marine life, just to name a few. Some of these have alliteration, but then the other ones don't. And that's kind of messed up if you ask me. I think they should all have alliteration. Learn animal facts about habitat, behavior, speed, and appetite. Beware the great white shark. That's also in parentheses. And most importantly, discover the threats that many of these amazing animals face today. Ready for an adventure, gang? Click about to get started. Wow, crazy. Awesome reptiles. Yeah, specifically only awesome ones. 10 facts about honeybees. 10 terrific tiger facts. 10 facts about polar bears. Amazing. 25 cool things about bugs. It's not technically what I was looking for, though. I'm looking for, like, really basic ways to teach animals. Your toddler will likely be able to recognize and point to 4 or more animals between 16 and 21 months. Then around 22 months, they may start to make the sounds for animals they see. For example, your toddler may see a cow and say moo, or a sheep and say ba. Oh, so at around 2 is when they start recognizing animals. I am learning. Farm animal learning toys. If I had a setup for hand cam, I absolutely would get these. We haven't reached the mental age of 2. I mean, have you seen your level of object permanence? That makes sense to me. So we're under that? Uh-huh. I would say you guys are probably around the, like, extreme baby stage. For real, for real. Let's see. Have you know I have omelet permissions always? I don't think you always have permission to omelet, no. I disagree. I'm 5. Careful, don't just declare those things. There's a chance you could get bonked. Some websites will ban you if you say that you are a small age. Damadashi membership is about 4 months right now, so that tracks. Yeah, you guys are babies. Technically, I'm supposed to wait another, like, year before I start teaching you animals. But it's never too early. Just gotta start them young, that's all. Oh, the amount of people I've seen getting bonked over at Twitch for saying they're 12. Yeah, and that's just for saying they're 12. Imagine if you went over there and were like, I'm 5. Goo goo gaga. You haven't checked if we would pass the mirror test? So true. This is correct. There's a chance that you would not. No, where's that image I saw? I guess it's not on this one anymore? Dang. Oh, it doesn't actually have text. It's just placeholder text. Never mind. Thank you for the super chat. Answer me this. If an ass is a donkey and a ram is a sheep, why is a ram in the ass called a goose? I mean, that's fair. That is a lot to unpack. The world is full of many such mysteries. Terrifying. I'm on Google Images because I'm trying to see if I can find useful images that I could add to like a slideshow or something. There's some very funny stock photos. This one that I'm looking at, the baby is just like laying in bed, just like flat on his back. And then there's just 3 mobiles hanging above him, and I'm just like, terrifying. I could never fall asleep with that much stuff hanging above me. Imagine being a baby. Could never do that. Hi, Hanaki. Hope you are having a good day so far. Oh hey, this picture of a lamb is the same as our sheep. It's Steve. Although I guess it's a version of Steve that's eating grass. Because I don't think our Steve is eating grass. Let me check. Steve, are you eating grass? No. Well, first of all, Steve is a hippo. But he looks very similar to this lamb who is eating grass. I wonder if this is the same art style then. Baby spiders are called spiderlings? I refuse to believe this. I do not think that is correct. Oh, book reading? Not really. Like I said, I am doing research because there's going to be a stream I do later this month where I educate my chat about the difference between animals. So, I am doing research to figure out how you teach, like, toddlers about animals. You mean there's more animals than bears? There is. Not every animal is a different type of bear. I am here to teach that. Or at least I will be once I get some of this research in. I thought there was only penguins. No. There are more kinds of animals. Sounds fake. What do you mean? Shaking my head. Are dragons real then? They might have existed at one point. You don't know. Just because we've never seen one in real life doesn't mean that they never existed. Can you bring Jared the giraffe on screen? I don't have access to Jared. That's Tomo's. I heard of the semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action. Do you know it? You're talking about Perry the platypus, probably. Not just any platypus, Perry the platypus. Perry the platypus. Those wings wouldn't be able to support their body? It depends. Are we of the belief that all dragons are or were chubby? If so, yeah, probably. But there are bound to be some slender dragons. There was a stupid Discovery Channel show where they had to make up a stupid reason, like they produce hydrogen in their body to make it work. Really? Huh. Also would explain the fire breathing because hydrogen burns. Oh, that's true. Not wrong. Create a custom baby board book. Wow, I absolutely could just make my own. That's hilarious. I definitely don't have the time to do that, though. Let's see. I just realized I'm extremely dumb and made a mistake for today. Oh no, what happened? Hope it's not too bad of a mistake. I bought movie tickets for today and forgot about the watch-along. Oh, it's alright. The watch-along will still be there. Go enjoy your movie. It is okay. I hope you're gonna go see a good movie. Dune 2? Oh. Make a board book as merch, Learn Animals with Yuno, published by Kawaii Press. That would be pretty funny. I feel like that could be hard to mass produce, though. Hi, Yuno. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I could be doing better. I don't feel very good today. But I'm pushing through. I will at least go for a little bit so that I don't have to completely miss stream. Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting like really scientific information too because I'm typing in animal recognition. Oh, you could change the color of the background on this. That's fun. I like that. That's fun. Want to hear a joke about animals? Sure. Would love a joke. I do enjoy a good joke. Oh, this is for second graders. That might be too advanced. What do you mean? I mean, we already established that you guys are younger than toddlers, which means you are younger than 2. This slideshow template that I found is for second graders learning animals. Definitely too complicated for you. What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. I like that one, actually. That one's cute. I'm gonna have to make my own. Ugh, I was trying really hard to find an already made template, but okay. I can make my own, I guess. I mostly wanted an idea of like a list of animals I could teach about. What the heck am I looking at? What is this stock image? Who? That's funny. But playing along with the bit. See, that's how you do it. Even if you are one of the smartest people here, you have to play along with the bit. And you are a baby now. Goo goo gaga. That's the thing, though. It's more fun to play along. Okay, I guess I'm gonna list out the animals that I want to feature on the presentation first. Types of animals. So we'll do like the really basic ones. Dog, cat, cow, pig. Bear, because that seems to be one you guys fixate on a lot. Let's see. Look at all those chickens. I literally wrote down chicken as you brought up chicken. That's really good. Turtles? Turtles don't really make sounds though. There's just so many breeds of bear. I know there is, but the problem is that you guys assume that a breed of bear means that any animal could be a subsect of bear. And that's definitely not how this works. That is not at all how this works. They're man's best friend after all. Now hold on. You're talking about dogs. There are multiple kinds of bears, and there's also multiple breeds of dogs. However, bears are not man's best friend. Looks like a bear to me. What looks like a bear? I didn't pull any images up. What the hell? The little bears that go woof, those are man's best friend. They're not bears! Ugh. We're not even at that stream yet. If friends shaped, why evil? I think that about bears all the time. I understand. Sheep, horse, fish, pigs. Oh, you're so right. I didn't put sheep on here. Sheep. Horse also. I mean, fish don't really make a sound, but I will include them just because I know that it's an excuse for people to go glob glob or like make the silly fish face. So that will probably still amuse you. Have you seen a chow chow that's clearly a bear? I mean, it kind of looks like one, but that doesn't make it one. Don't you think it's funny how they teach kids cow instead of cattle? Give bulls a chance? Well, do bulls also moo? Or, like, make that kind of sound? I just feel like you're more likely to see a cow, like, on a farm, than you are to see a bull. Can't believe I have to Google this. Do bulls moo? Bulls moo too. Okay, they do. Well, oxen are on farms too. They help plow fields here. I don't know. From my understanding, the common animal you would end up seeing more is just like the cow, less so than a bull. This is a compilation of my shower thoughts. I see. So you contemplate things like this rather often. Good to know. Alright, then on the cow slide, I will also include bulls. Since they both make the same sound, apparently. In Malaysia, there's a species of bear called a sun bear, and people often mistake it for a fat dog. Really? Sun bear, huh? Sun bear. I mean, I guess with the way it sits, I could see why it gives fat dog. However, that's definitely just a bear. Oh, Hanaki, meow, I'm a horse. You are not even close, I don't think, unfortunately. Horses neigh, cats meow. Sun bears are the ones with funny faces. I mean, the first image that pops up when I Google sun bear is one with their tongue just hanging all the way out, just meh. Which I understand is quite silly. He's just a guy who likes to party. He likes to have fun. Love that for him. Okay. I can probably... Let's see, how many is this now? I need at least one more animal to put on this list. He's the center of attention, that's why he's the sun bear. True, the center of the world. Capybara? Oh, that's true. You guys are trying to say that capybara were dogs. Capybara. Okay. Sorry I'm late, Teach. It's okay, this isn't the actual teaching stream. This is me doing research for the teaching stream. No, I called it a moose. Ugh. Do moose make a specific sound? They just kind of bellow, right? Do moose make a sound? big fan of this description on Google. All moose, male and female, make a common high-pitched noise that sounds like a creaky door hinge in a can of molasses. Fair enough. Other than that, the sounds that moose make can be broken down into male and female calls. If you see a moose, you probably don't stick around to find out. What do you mean? Moose are chill. I love this description and the fact that it types out the sound. A creaky door hinge in a can of molasses, which means it's like a slow sound. Moose are horses too, right? They're horse adjacent, but they are not horses. Please do not make assumptions about animals. It is clear you do not know what you are talking about. They are Canadian horses. God, I hate it here. Okay. I thought moose are more related to deer. That's what I thought. Are moose related to deer or horses? So a moose is a cervid, which means that it's part of the deer family. Therefore, it is technically a deer. It's in the same category as deer, elk, and caribou. So it's close to deer. Not horse. For the record, horses have their own family, and they are related to zebras, asses, and donkeys. So it's a horse with antlers. No! Horses are in a different family. They are not related to moose. Yuno Hanaki, I overslept. It is okay. I don't feel very good, so I'm probably not going to go for much longer anyway. You're not missing much. I ended up getting sick again this morning. Well. So it's an antler with a horse. I hate you guys. I'm actually trying to give you a fun fact right now. Cervid is kind of close to corvids. That means a moose is related to ravens. No! That's not at all how that works. That's not at all how that works. So we have RGB horses, black and white horses, and dumb horses. What do you mean, RGB? What are you talking about? What? I'm gonna go insane. Will you include some extinct animals? Do I have to? And like, which animals? Fun fact, reindeer can fly in the rain. Don't you mean in the snow? If you're gonna lie, at least get your lie accurate. Dodos, dinosaurs. I mean, I guess I could include a little bit about dinosaurs. RGB horses are like normal horses. They come in all different colors. I'm going to scream. They're not RGB then. The point of RGB is that you can shift between all the colors. It's not like you see a horse in the wild able to, like, camouflage. Horses cannot camouflage. Please. This is very quickly going off the rails. I'm not surprised, though. If I see a horse change colors, I'm running in the opposite direction. Dude, same. That means it's so over. You haven't seen a horse in the wild, checkmate, camouflage. That's not how this works. You still see horses out in the wild, but what I said is you don't see them in the wild changing color. You can't just drop half of what I said to suit your argument. What the heck? What if they changed colors right before you saw them? Well, I would have to actually see them change color in front of me before I could believe that they would camouflage. Our octopuses RGB, they change color. This is so stupid. Isn't it more like selective color changing camouflage? Because, like, even if you can camouflage, you can't necessarily camouflage into everything. Which means it's not full RGB, because RGB, you can, like, program it to have basically any color. That means chameleons are RGB too, then? I would be more willing to believe a chameleon is RGB, because they have more options for colors that they can switch between. Deer do change colors slowly, so maybe deer are RGB horses. I just finished saying that deer are cervids and horses are equus, therefore they're not the same. They are not in the same animal family. They are not related to each other. Do not say that a deer is an RGB horse. You're just saying words at this point, and it doesn't make sense. Deer are bears? No! That's also not true. Are humans RGB because we change clothes colors? No, we are not RGB. Santa and his RGB horses. Shut up! You guys are babies. You're not even supposed to know what RGB is. An offering. IRL carries mod characters. More like IRL Baldi's basics. I feel like I have just like really problematic students and I'm gonna become Baldi. Thank you for the donation. This is a regular scheduled test of the Yuno praise system. If you see this message, please say something nice about Yuno to confirm the system works. Thank you for your participation in this test. Oh my. Thank you for the dono, though. That implies you're going to hit us with a measuring stick. Smile. Smile. Stop complimenting me. You can't just start complimenting me in hopes that I'll accept your RGB nonsense. I gotta go. Thank you for chatting with me and hearing my jokes. Of course. Have a good rest of your time zone. I'm just doing what the alert said. Okay, it better just be because of the alert and not because you're wanting to butter me up so I agree to your RG bullshit. Because I won't. Yuno is the best VTuber? Okay, now you can't just come onto the internet and spread lies. That's crazy. Wait, we compliment the Oni right now? Ugh, I guess. Embarrassing. I don't think any better chat would teach about RGB animals. They're not RGB. Explain this then. How did Rudolph have a shiny red nose like a light bulb? Well... Shit. I guess you're technically right. Rudolph would be an example of an RGB deer. At the very least, he's an example of an LED. Shit. But, like, only in his nose, though. And depending on the canon that you're looking into, either he can control it or he can't. He's only Arlo. Shut up! The R in RGB stands for rain. That's why I said that he's probably LED. This sucks. Are we lying about that though? Man. So dumb. Don't hate me because I'm right. I don't hate you. I just said I hate it here. Would you find RGB chickens on Newegg? Shut up! Shut up! God damn it. I love waking up and immediately beginning to cry aloud. How do you think I feel? I feel super sick, and here I am laughing so hard my stomach hurts. Man. Shaking my head. Laughter is the best medicine. It is helping at least a little bit. Only a little bit, though. But Godzilla has RGB and he's a lizard? What do you mean? Godzilla doesn't have RGB. What are you talking about? I can't believe you're making me look this up. He breathes blue fire, of course he does. That's not RGB. That's not how RGB works. What are you talking about? That's not... That's not... His spine lights up blue when he shoots fire. Yeah, but that's a representation of the frickin'... That's meant to represent the radiation. That's not RGB. That's supposed to be commentary on the radiation. Holds my head. If normal Yuno says I hate it here, then evil Yuno must be like I love it here. Yeah, I guess evil Yuno probably loves the chaos. So he's just a spicy lizard. The radiation's green. Cartoons taught me that. Mm-mm. Evil Yuno has bangs. Unforgivable. Are hippos water buffalo? I will look it up, I guess, because I'm not sure. Water buffaloes are smaller, have dark gray or black coloration, and a more elongated body. So I guess they're different. How do you explain TMNT being green? Because turtles are green! What are you talking about? They're already green! I want a water buffalo for Christmas. Only a water buffalo will do. I mean, it fits the syllable count. You might be onto something with that one. You say horses aren't RGB, but My Little Pony taught otherwise. My Little Pony is not an accurate representation of real-life horses. Please get your education from somewhere that is not MLP. I am begging you. Water buffalo are a separate thing. That's what I'm saying. They're different. It's not. Yeah, it's not. You just pissed off some fedora wearing dudes. Oh no, the bronies. What are they gonna do? Fire their cutie marks at me? I'm so scared. Oh no, scary. MLP slander. I mean, MLP is fine. I just think that, like, I don't know. Definitely not an accurate representation of real-world ponies. Do you accept payment in karma? Applejack taught me that murder is okay sometimes. Wait, Applejack? I figured that would be Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash always seemed the most unhinged of the group. You didn't hear about that? No, I didn't. Is that from the new My Little Pony series? Or is this still from Friendship is Magic? Because isn't there a new one? I thought there was a new one. I don't know what's going on anymore. I must go grocery shopping, so I'll lurk now. Thanks for always making my Saturday morning so great. Thank you for coming in every Saturday morning. The guy who attacked the grocery store, I think it was, had images of Applejack in his car or home or something. Oh! Was he claiming that Applejack told him to do it? That's crazy. Derpy isn't the most unhinged. I mean, Derpy was on such a level of unhinged that they got freaking erased from the show. They got literally deleted. So, perhaps. I've gotten to and from running errands and somehow I'm still hearing RGB. No, you're not! That topic is gone. New one looks cursed. It did look cursed from what I saw of it. I mean, I watched a little bit of the original Friendship is Magic. It didn't really stick with me, though. I had friends who liked it, but I was just kind of like, eh. Is Yuno an RGB VTuber? No, I'm only green. Just like how Rudolph is only red, I'm only green. Since the ponies are different colors, that technically makes horses RGB. No! No, it doesn't! What do you mean? They stay the one color, though, is the thing. Yuno is also purple. She isn't just green. I mean, I don't really have that much purple on me. It's my eyes and my tattoo. Other than that, everything about me, green. What if they choose to stay that one color? Oh, so you're saying that they're RGB, but they don't even bother to use the RGB feature? Then what's the point? What's the point of having something that's RGB if you don't even use the RGB on it? At that point, you should just get a regular thing. Waste of money, waste of effort. That's crazy. They don't want to show off. Show off what? If everybody in the world is RGB, you're not showing anything off. Holds my head. If Yuno has purple, then she's a combination of blue and red. Then Yuno is literally RGB to an extent. No! That's not how that works. And again, I'm primarily green. I have 2 splashes of purple. But, like, I'm primarily green, and I guess gold. But I'm primarily green. RGB would expose them to predators. Flashy colors equals food. That's kind of true. The main reason things develop camouflage is so that they don't get eaten. So Yuno is Flog. If you're green, are you a Ninja Turtle? 2 options. I'm either a Flog or a Ninja Turtle. I mean, I think if I had a choice, I would probably choose a Ninja Turtle. I love how we've convinced Yuno that chat has a combined IQ of like 70. 70 is generous. Try having that. We're making it out of the color wheel with this one. Shut up! That's so stupid. Cowabunga! There you go. That's my Ninja Turtle audition. Chat IQ is more like negative 70. Yeah. So like minus 140. Mm-hmm. I think your image color is purple though. Yes, a very, 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 very pale purple. But like, image color isn't the same as like physical color, because again, if we're gonna be talking about things like camouflage and RGB lights on animals, then it has to be something that's like on the person, and the pastel purple isn't anywhere on me, so she's a real Ninja Turtle. Dang right. Have this non-RGB message to start your weekend. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. What was your idol color again? Hex code DCD0FF. So it's a very pale purple. Purple, green, ninja, Yuno equals Donatello, confirmed. I mean, Donatello was like my favorite for a while, so that would kind of fit. Someone has to be the brains of this operation. You have it memorized? Yeah. I keep it on hand in case I need to share it for like internal stuff. I think I don't know if anyone else has theirs memorized. I think Ron does. I'm not sure about Kaya. But I remember Ron said that she had hers memorized because it's just like 12 seed.
It deserves a super jingle.
But with a C instead of an S. But yeah, I memorized mine so that I could have it if I needed to remind people what my image color is. Like for internal stuff. Pale purple, so flamingo. Are flamingos purple? I always thought flamingos were just pink. Imagine the bucket with cubes and spheres and triangles and we're struggling to put a semi-sphere into the square hole. It goes in the square hole. Where's the triangle go? That's right, it goes in the square hole. They are pink because of the shrimp they eat, if I remember correctly. Yeah. That's what I thought too, but I didn't know they actually came in pale purple. I forgot about that video. I'll never forget that video. It was so funny. Specifically the version that the girl stitched where she was trying to say the right hole, and every time it would go in the square hole and she'd be like, ugh. Like the version of her like fake breaking down. So funny. Aren't flamingos white and became pink because of their diet? I mean, I agree on the they became pink because of eating all the shrimp, but I just don't know what their original colors were. The cylinder? That's right, it belongs in the square hole. So if I eat a bunch of shrimp, I can be pink too. I did actually have a friend. I've mentioned before that I was in the Scouts, right? There was one time we went to Scout camp, and we had talked about that like old wives' tale that like if you eat too much of something, you'll become it. And so she decided that during the entirety of the trip to camp, that she was going to eat basically nothing but carrots and just eat carrots like every single day to see if she would turn into a carrot, right? And like basically nothing happened. However, she did manage to eat so many carrots that the tip of her finger turned orange. So the fact that she was actually able to turn the tip of her finger orange drove us a little insane. We were like, your finger's actually turning into a carrot! And then we freaked out, and I think she stopped eating carrots after that. Can I ask you a question, please? As long as it's a respectful question. Young flamingos hatch with grayish-red plumage, but adults range from light pink to bright red due to aqueous bacteria and beta-carotene obtained from their food supply. Oh! Yeah, okay. So no purple. Salad fingers is real? No, that was carrot fingers. Salad fingers scares me. I don't really know that much about salad fingers. I've never actually watched it, but I did watch the, I watched a film theory on it. I was about to say game theory. It's not a game theory, it's a film theory. Speaking of which, RIP Matt Pat, his final theory is today. Hiccups, why? Okay, I'm good. Whew. Exclamation point hic, please. Stop saying they're cute. Embarrassing. Don't RIP him, the man is still alive. I mean, is he truly alive if he's not going to be present on the channels anymore? That can be a Supa sound? For what? For what? Also, as if I'm going to find the time to record my hiccups. Next time I get hiccups, just like, oh yeah, let me open up my recording software. He'll be alive in our hearts. I mean, I think he did also kind of confirm that he's going to be coming back for certain, like certain theories and like big events and stuff. I heard that that was going to be happening. Chat can sample it for you. Why? Why though? I'm going to miss the game theories. I was talking to my friend about this because we watch a lot of the theory content together. It's very strange to think about the channels existing like after MatPat is gone. Like, I know he's been kind of priming the audience for it by being like, here's these new people that have become like creative directors of every channel. Here's their voices slipping in every now and again. Here's me hanging out with them every now and again. Surprise! I'm leaving as main host and these guys are the ones taking over. Wow! No one could have guessed. And like, on the one hand, I get it. Believe me, I watched the video where he announced why he was leaving and I understand the reasons. But I was also just like, man, it feels weird to try and watch these channels when he's not there. Because like, most people got into the channels like for him. As much as he tried to get people used to the new host, it just didn't work. Maybe I'm just too nostalgic or like nostalgia blind or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't think that the new hosts have really like managed to do anything to like make me interested in seeing what they have to say going forward. So we've talked about how we're probably only going to watch the like special episodes that MatPat comes back for. Other than that, probably not going to watch it very much. But, like, I know that he's still going to be making content and stuff. He's been working on that ARG that's been going on up until now. And, like, apparently he was doing another ARG that was related to lo-fi. So, he's still, like, making content and stuff. He's just not going to be front-facing as the, like, host of the Theorist channels. Did you see Rooster Teeth is shutting down? Yeah, I saw that too. That was another big part of my younger years. That one was a shocker. I feel so bad for all of the employees. I used to follow like every employee on my personal Twitter account, so I was always like keeping an eye on them and like seeing the updates of them being like, I'm leaving Rooster Teeth, or like, I'm starting this project, but now so many of them are like laid off, and that's really messed up. RT gave me my first existential crisis. Oof. I mean, that's fair. Red vs. Blue was so good. That wasn't ever something I watched. I watched, like, early RWBY. Then I kind of stopped watching RWBY. I mostly watched a lot of Achievement Hunter. I was an Achievement Hunter girl. I kind of stopped watching Achievement Hunter around when I think when Ray left, I kind of stopped watching as much. I still tuned in every now and again, but I didn't watch a lot of the newer stuff for a while. Brands moving on without the people that made them is always a weird feeling. See, the thing about, if we're going back to the MatPat thing, he literally sold the Theorist brand to a company like a year ago, and at that time he was like, don't worry, I'm not leaving, and then this man is like, by the way, I'm leaving. What a liar. What a liar, Matthew Patthew. But yeah, I do think it's weird that that brand is going to be persisting without Matt specifically. I think that Rooster Teeth might have been able to, like, barely survive, but according to all the articles that came out about it, it was because they couldn't sell it to another place and, like, make a profit, so, meh. Kinda lame. R.I.P. Rooster Teeth. I mean, I've heard some places were interested in picking up the shows at least, so hopefully the shows will survive, at least the ones that haven't been finished. I hope those survive. But, like, other than that, I know a lot of the, like, people who worked there and people who are, like, still making stuff under that brand now don't have a home for their brand and are either going to have to go independent or potentially stop producing it because they won't have the resources, and that's rough. He achieved his dream of being in the FNAF movie. There was nowhere left to go. Nah, I mean, I think he still could have accomplished a lot, and I still think he's going to accomplish a lot now that he doesn't have to be trapped in his closet recording the new theories over and over throughout a week. Like, now he can actually, like, do other things, which I think was one of the main reasons why he wanted to step back from it. But it's still just strange. He was trapped. I mean, he made a lot of jokes about being trapped in there, yeah. Because, like, recording in your closet is kind of the best place to, like, be, to have, like, a makeshift recording booth if you don't have, like, a professional one. Because when you're in your closet, your clothes and things do a really good job of, like, dampening the echo and, like, the room reverb, so it comes out a lot clearer. So he would joke about being trapped in his closet, having to record so many theory scripts for all the different channels, because by the end there's 4 channels. Technically 5 if you count GT Live, but that wasn't recorded in his closet. Can you tell I've been watching for a while? Closets are really good recording things. This is true. Also, thank you for the super chat. Where does the dog go? In the bear hole. No, it doesn't go in the bear hole, please. No, not the bear hole. It goes in the dog hole. My closet is super small. Can't wait for cramped streaming. Yeah, it's definitely better if you have, like, a walk-in closet, but whenever I used to record in my closet, I don't anymore, but when I used to record in my closet, I had, like, a shelf in there, so I would set up my microphone, like, in that spot, and then I would take my laptop there so I could read the scripts, and then I would just, like, record into, like, the wall of my closet. Does that mean all YouTubers live in closets? If they record their voiceover separately from what they film, yes. Then they are probably living in their closets. Or they shelled out money to get, like, a professional recording space. Because you can technically set up, like, an at-home recording space, or you could even just, like, treat your bedroom so that the audio isn't as room reverb-y. But that can also be, like, depending on if you're, like, renting, it can be kind of hard to justify why you're putting up all of that sound-absorbing foam on your walls. I speak from experience. That's something I have to keep in mind for when I, move boxes. I have to make sure I go to a place where they let me put stuff up on my walls so that I can sound treat my room. A certain senpai of yours used to do ASMR in a closet. Yeah, again, it reduces the reverb. It's really good. Sometimes it's just what you gotta do, man. Technically, if you don't want to record in a closet, you could also just take a blanket and hold it, like, over your head and your microphone while you're recording, but that can make it hard to see the script unless you have the script open on, like, your phone or something. And this is specifically for recording voiceover. Obviously, you cannot, like, film stuff like this because you would be covered up. So some people will, like, film the, like, video part separately, and then the audio will be, like, dubbed over in post. That's where the recording in the closet comes from. That would be nuts live. Yeah, but I mean, it might be the best way to do it if you still want to be able to, like, see stuff on your computer screen and stuff. Especially if you are like me and you have upgraded from a laptop so you don't have a way to bring your laptop into your closet. I can't see in there. Like you're hiding your DS from your parents, except it's just like the light from your microphone. I suppose. Speaking of microphones, if you didn't see on Twitter, because I posted about it on Twitter, I got the interface, the dual interface for binaural audio. So, Yuno ASMR, I suppose, in the future? Question mark? Question mark? I gotta make sure I can get it to work first. And make sure that it sounds good and everything. But yeah, it's finally here. It's finally here. I got it. I have it. I am very glad. I've been waiting for this for a while. We can be your test dummies and members? I hope so. I do look forward to testing it out in members. But yeah, I got it yesterday while I was waiting for the chance to start my afternoon stream. It ended up coming during that waiting period. So I was like, oh, that wasn't supposed to come until Monday. Yippee! I'm probably going to set that up later today when I don't feel crappy. But yeah, I will set it up and start messing around with it. Might do a Gorilla members stream later this week to test out what it sounds like. Excited. I don't think I'm going to do too much ASMR though. It's just not really something I envision doing a lot of going forward. But I will experiment with it at least. I'm curious to see what it'll be like. Bear ASMR. Go, go. That's the sound that bears make. Go, go, go. It's such a dopamine hit to get packages earlier than usual. I was very excited about it. Yuno is Yippee coded just like Ephemera. I've been saying Yippee since before Ephemera came here. Where have you been? I've been saying Yippee for a while. I do think Ephemera kind of brought it back to life, though. Between that and yapping. But nah, I was saying Yippee way before. Way before. Yippee! Okay. I wanted to try and make it to 2 hours, but I can feel myself starting to get worse. Or just like, I can feel it starting to like build. So I think I should call it here. I did at least write down the animals that I'm going to feature in our class, in our lesson. So that's something. I will be working on this the rest of the week, probably, to prepare. I think, let me check the schedule, because I put it on the monthly calendar. I just haven't made the actual, like, schedule sheet yet. Boko. I think... May the only lights guide you back. Feel better, you know, thank you. I hope I feel better, too. Yeah, okay, so, it will be not this, I love not being able to talk. It won't be next week, but the week after is when I have it scheduled. It will be then. I can't give you the time, but that's when I wrote it down. So I will make sure that it's probably going to be like the usual time slot for me. So keep that in mind, but I hope you will look forward to it. Later tonight, we are going to be having a members watch along of Freeven. So if you are a tier 2 or tier 3 member, you'll be able to watch anime with me. We're probably only going to watch like anywhere between 4 and 6 episodes, just to get like a little sampler of it. I hope you will look forward to that. I hope you guys have a good rest of your time zone, and until I see you again, Yunotsu!